Long road to recovery following Ian's destructive path. Many organizations from all over are lending a helping hand.
Yeah, and one of the organizations that is doing just that is called CityServe. It's doing, that for several communities in the state impacted by Hurricane Ian. Now, right now, we're actually joined by Todd Lamphere, VP of Government Relations for CityServe. Todd, thank you for joining us here on Fox Weather. Where in Florida are you currently at, and what is the damage like in your location?
Thank you, Steve and Kiana, for having us. I'm actually in Central Florida right now, Northwest Orlando, at a warehouse that we have, a CityServe warehouse here in Apopka, Florida. And we received right at 20 inches of rain here, so a lot of flooding still happening here in Central Florida. But we're preparing now to send resources to our sister churches and the churches that we resource and support in Fort Myers and Naples area, Sarasota, Bradenton, those areas.
And we understand that a lot of the roadways, as you mentioned, are still undergoing some of that flooding in many of the parts of Florida. What are some of the main resources that folks need the most at this point in time?
Those that do not have electricity at this point, they need bedding, they need sheets, pillows. Many of them lost everything. Generators, things of that nature, diapers, we're packing them. Boatloaded diapers, things that we take for granted are things that we're able to resource the local church to be able to go into their communities and help out their neighbors in need.
Todd, I got to ask you specifically about this storm, Hurricane Ian. The path of destruction is so widespread. You talked about the relief aid that you're going to be sending out towards Fort Myers and Naples. They took the brunt of this significant storm. But where you're at, right, in Apopka, Central Florida, just drenched with that flash flooding. And then St. Augustine, Daytona Beach, they got that storm surge along with flash flooding. What I'm trying to say here is it's widespread. From your standpoint, how do you coordinate this effort?
Well, it's CityServe has been blessed to be able to partner with churches all across the state. And this collaborative network that we have was in place before Ian hit, long before Ian hit. So we're just continuing what we're doing, resourcing the local church to be the hero in the community. Obviously, the product has changed a little bit from perhaps household items and furniture right now to disaster relief supplies. But just so needed, Steve, in this area. We were in Kissimmee yesterday, an apartment complex, 124 units on the ground, 115 deemed unlivable. And these are lower income apartments. These are 115 families that are going to be displaced. Their cars were underwater. So not only do they not have a home, they don't have a car. And just to see on their faces the reality of what Ian brought to their neighborhood is just hurts your heart.
Certainly. And we do have, as you guys continue to lend that helping hand, a number of people also wanting to lend that helping hand. For those who are watching, how can they go ahead and help during this time?
Thank you so much for asking that. This is a massive relief effort. And although a lot of what we have is donated, getting the transportation costs and the warehouse costs are not, they can go to cityserve.us and then they can hit the Hurricane Ian button. And that money just goes straight into helping us resource the local churches in those areas to be able to go out and to do what they do best, to be the hands and feet of Jesus.
Todd Lamphere, Vice President of Government Relations from CityServe. Thank you from behalf of all of us here at Fox Weather, the countless hours and the selflessness that you guys put in as one organization of many that helped during these tragedies. Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you all.
And we're going to be looking at the leftovers, right? And where is this going